Congratulations on a great win. I think you broke some Swedish hearts tonight with that right hand. What was the game plan coming into this? Because Alex is a very dangerous fighter.
Come in here and get settled in and look for that shot, but set it up more. We've been working on a lot of stuff in the gym, and I have a lot of other tools besides my right hand, but that's the money maker, and we go to that. So. I honestly thought I'd catch him by the end of the first or the beginning of the second, and I was getting a good read on him. And, I know I'd have to hunt him down. I knew that was going to happen, or, if you catch him or wait for him to trip over himself running around. So eventually I caught him, and it's a great feeling to get pushed off of somebody like they're saving their life. And, I'm just soaking it up. Afterwards, I could get my wits about. I was looking up at where I was. I didn't really look at it till after the fight. This is insane, man. This place is awesome.
There's been some big knockouts, but that could be the biggest of all. Are you already thinking about perhaps some bonus money?
Oh, that's always nice, yeah. But I switched my ticket so I get to stay here and see the city and stuff. And people always ask me, like, they say it's a bad thing that I get flown all over the world to fight, and I love it. I've been to Brazil and Tokyo, and now I come here. This place is awesome, and the UFC sent me here to knock somebody out, and I feel like I did my job.
Max Holloway put Akira to sleep with punches in his last strikes. You put him to sleep with a punch tonight. Do you think it's wise for him to continue? What would your advice be to him?
Yeah, that's tough. But those are all high-level guys, and I consider myself high-level. So, all those other ones, I think he came out to spar and I came out to knock somebody out, and that's why that happened. So
you've been the weight fighter, like we spoke about during this week, for your last couple of fights. And do you really feel like you're relishing this role of playing the spoiler now, considering that you got this spectacular result?
Yeah, absolutely. I know everybody's like, when you're out there, it just sounds like noise. And then I guess if you knock somebody out, it gets louder, but there's a cooler feeling when you knock somebody out and you can hear a pin drop, So that was pretty cool. It got pretty quiet pretty quick. But still, everybody was giving me high fives on the way out. I feel like they just want to see a good fight, and I just wanted to deliver.
I heard you say it earlier on that some Swedes are actually wishing you luck in this fight, that they don't actually consider Akira due to him doing training outside of the country. What did that make you feel? Like maybe you weren't the bad guy after all?
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of, they didn't like how he represented himself on the show, and I didn't know this, but I get a lot of tweets and all this interaction that, yeah, Caleb, I'm from Sweden, I want to see him knocked out. I was like, I'll try to oblige, buddy.
So, like we said, this was a very big victory for you, and it was the first fight on the main card. It puts you in a very good position. What do you think's next for you? Is there an ideal opponent?
I don't know, not very ideal. I know it's like everybody says, that whoever the boss says, but I want to move up, obviously, and I feel like this is my time to stay in the win column. I'm good at getting back in it, a lot of up and downs, but I'm staying in here and staying in the gym and doing the right thing. So, a guy like I would like to fight Charles Oliveira. I like that matchup, and nothing against the dude, but I got to start saying something, because I've just been the blue collar fighter that shuts his mouth and does his job, and nobody does anything about that. So
it seems to me that right now, with the expansion of the UFC, it's the quiet man that's going to be overlooked. I think you've just qualified, but is that the case? Do you feel that people have to, without being arrogant, have to speak up and say, this is what I want, for fear that somebody else will?
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll get passed up, or you just fall into the I've been in the same shuffle of guys, I feel like, for a while. Whenever they get fights, I feel like I'm getting a fight around that time, and I'm just in this loop of guys that I fear I'll stay in unless I break out. And if I have to raise my hand and be like, I'm still here, and hopefully they watch that, and then they'll be like, oh, this guy can fight, all right.
Knockouts like that are going to remind people you're still here.
It's out there, and bite your mouthpiece, go be somebody, and collect that other check. So that's what I'm about.
Okay, all like that, and few submissions on your record. Which one is sweeter for you?
Just any, there's always something awesome about a knockout, but just whatever, as long as it's inside the 15 minutes. I don't got anything on my face, and you know, I feel great, and I feel like I can go home and train. I actually feel like I want to. You know, after a loss, you kind of walk around and kick yourself and go back to the drawing board, pull yourself up. And now I just feel like, man, I want to keep fighting. I wish there was a fight tomorrow. I'd do it too.
So you mentioned Charles Oliveira. He's obviously a high-ranked fighter. Aside from his ranking and his position in the division, what interests you about that fight and about him as an opponent?
Just his style, you know, nothing personal. I just feel like that's who I had to pick out of the top group of freaks. This whole division's a bunch of killers, and you know, the way him and Jeremy fought, I think you kind of caught Jeremy on an off day, but you know, Oliveira capitalized on that, and I feel like that's something that he wouldn't get away with me.
You perform. This win or lose, your performances have been getting better and better in the cage. And where do you see the next evolution in your skill set? How good can you become?
You know, there's no level to that, I feel like, because I have you know, I've always been tough and talented, but now when I got in there, I was really calm. I really am like, I've been here before. I feel like I made the move from to a veteran finally. I bet this is my 8th fight in the UFC. And all the other ones I felt all this pressure, and this time I do feel that pressure, but I kind of dump it on him and like, no, I did enough, and just know this is what it has to be. I have to win, and it sounds like a lot of pressure, but it's way better than being like, you know, just going out there like a spaz, you know. So yeah, just you know, keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm doing the right things.
It was second loss for Sweden today, and they were very vocal about the result first time. But did you notice how you made them so quiet after?
Oh yeah, that's the best part, man. It's a good feeling to silence a stadium of 30,000 people. So you know, and I'm saying to enjoy this place and see everybody, but there's something about that it's a great feeling. So
is Sam Page going to become a household word? Because with punches like that, with finishes like that, everyone's going to be talking about the Sam Page.
Yeah, actually, they gave it to me at my gym, and then you know, me and Mike were on the Ultimate Fighter together, and then it busted out on there. And I think some people don't forget my name is Sam; they just call me Sam Page, and so it's hopefully. I mean, it's stuck amongst my friends and stuff, but I think now it'll get out there a little more. So.